Hi, everybody. Dr. Kaylee here, and Bryce. You'll hear him, and also things being thrown, totally normal toddler behavior. How are you all doing? I hope that you're excited for your next week of workouts. We're going to be going through your first workout for the week today, and we're going to start with just getting my list pulled up. We're going to start with a 3 rounds. I hope you came from a warm-up, but we're going to start with 3 rounds of 10 bird dogs and then 8 push-ups. So I'm going to show you the modified version of both, and then I'm going to show you the full version. So we're going to do hands and knees for the bird dog. You've got a couple of options here. What I want you to be sure of: inhale, exhale, engage the core. A full bird dog is arm and leg moving at the same time on each side. If you need to modify, do arms or do legs only. You can do that. So we're going to go into 10. I like to inhale, exhale. And again, we're going to get 10 on each side. So if you're counting each rep, that's 20. Getting some core engagement, a little bit of glute engagement. Getting you ready for your circuit. Trying not to swing or swivel the pelvis or arch the back with these. It's going to be important that you have a good neutral core control. Good. This is 8. Good. And last one. You're doing great. Good. The next exercise is going to be push-ups. Again, I don't have a full push-up. I have an injury in my shoulder and my elbow that prevents me from doing a full push-up. If you can do a full push-up, chest to ground, please get into that full plank position to do that. I'm going to modify mine, keeping elbows close by. So I'm getting into the modified plank position, and we're going to do 8 push-ups. You're going to go as low as you can and then push back up. Okay, inhale, exhale. 3. Notice I'm hinging on my knees. I'm not losing scapula control. 6, 7, 8. Take a little break in between. We're going to do both of those 2 more times. So each of our workouts in Empowered Return are going to have a strength portion and then a circuit portion. The strength portion is strength focused only. The circuit portion is going to add in a little bit of cardio focus. So we're in hopes getting the heart rate increase. We're building strength, endurance, plyometrics, all of the wonderful things that we need to feel super confident. Hands and knees again. We're going to do the bird dog again. If you did the modified version, you can do the same one or switch it up, or you can try the full version. Inhale, belly comes down towards the ground. Exhale, engage the core where you're zipping up from the lower belly, and we're going straight into it. Trying not to arch the spine. Modifying if you're getting symptoms. Slowing it down if you're not feeling anything. I can go quickly because I feel the right muscles, but if you need slower, you absolutely can slow it down. This is 6. 7. Good. 8. 9. Keep breathing. Good. Last one. 10. Good. Take a break for a second. Rest the arms because you're on hands and knees. We're going straight into 8 push-ups, and then we'll do all of that one more time. Again, if you have a full push-up, please get into that posture. I do not, so I have to modify. So we're going to go into this position. I'm going to go as low as I can go, knowing I have my limitations, just like all of us, but listening to my body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Take a break. Catch your breath. Drink some water in between rounds as much as you need to. If you need something under your knees, if that's causing pain, use a yoga mat, a pillow, something that'll give you a little bit of cushion. Totally fine to do that as well. All right, let's get our last round of our strength portion in. Hands and knees, inhale, belly comes down, exhale, engage the core, and bird dog. We're gonna do 10 on each side, really focusing and pushing to get really good core control. Try not to lose that stability. Make sure you're feeling it in the core, that you're breathing with it. Should be feeling a little tired if you're not used to working out. And you can tell that I even get a little tired, even though I focus on my core frequently. So I have to reset occasionally to make sure that I'm engaging appropriately. You'll hear me say it several times. It doesn't make sense to do an exercise if we can't feel it in the right spots. Almost done. Keep going. 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. Take a second, roll out the shoulders, let yourself breathe. And then we're gonna do our last round of 8 push-ups. For your push-ups, again, you can do a full push-up modified from the knees. You can even elevate your push-ups if you need to, starting at a countertop, working your way down to an end table, doing what you know you can to get some of that control, that arm activation, muscle activation, feeling it throughout the chest and the core. All right, 8 push-ups, and we're done with our strength portion. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Take a good breath. Grab some water if you need it. And then what we're going to do now is an AMRAP. So what that means is I'm going to set a timer for 12 minutes. 12 minutes is how long this whole workout's going to last. 10 minutes, not 12. 10-minute AMRAP. What we're going to do is the 10 minutes, I'll set it. It's going to be on for 10 minutes. You're going to do each of these movements as many times as prescribed. First exercise is push-ups. We're going to do more push-ups. You're welcome. 8 push-ups. We're going to do 10 bird dogs, 10 side hip lifts. I'll show you what those are, and 12 toe taps. So for this workout, you're going to need a block. That's going to be for one. If you don't have a block, use pillows to stack up, and I'll show you what that is first in a second. I am just pulling up my clock. So we are going to do, maybe, there we go. All right, so we're going to do a timer. I am finding it. There we go. All right. All right, so 12 minutes. All right, and here we go. We are gonna first start with, again, push-ups. We're gonna go for 8 push-ups. Same position as before, or challenge yourself. 2, 3. And then from here, 7, 8. We're going to come straight into bird dogs. Engage the core. 10 bird dogs. Yeah. No way. Toddler cheerleaders are the best. You're not necessarily doing this for speed, but you're paying attention to how many rounds of the exercise can you get in. This is 5, so we're halfway there on the bird dogs. Good. 2 more. Good. Last one on each leg. Good. Grab your block. You're going to take your block. You're going to put the block underneath one knee. Hands and knees. What you're doing here is you're lifting the pelvis up. So we are in this posture. You're going to do 10 just lifts. 2. Trying not to lean over the midline of the block. We're just keeping our knee on it. 6. Good. 7. 8. Good. 9. Should feel some glute. 10. Switch sides. Other knee. Hands and knees. Same thing. Keeping this knee right directly underneath the hip. Lifting the opposite knee to the height of the other one. Rotating the pelvis. Good. 3. It's normal to feel a difference in sides. Good. This is 6. 2 more. And last one. Now, 12 toe taps. You're going to lay on your back. You're going to bring knees up. You're going to inhale, toe tap down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. We're doing 12. If you need the modification, let's say you had a cesarean, we're getting some pulling in the incision, feet come down and we're marching. Keeping the core though, the low belly active to find that good core engagement, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Breathe. Do your best to breathe through all of these exercises. I know we're getting tired. AMRAPs are tough because you're doing as many rounds as possible. You do want to try to cycle through these as many times as you can. 2 more. But you want to breathe through it. Good. Last one. Perfect. Starting all of that again, you're going to come to hands and knees. We're going straight into our push-ups. Give yourself a little stretch, wiggle if you need to. Get into that posture, and we're doing 8 push-ups. 3, 4, breathe. 6, 7, 8. Back into the position for bird dogs. We're going to do hands and knees. Engage the core, and we're going to go opposite side. Good. This is 3. Remember, try not to speed it up if we're losing form. Keep your core engaged. Reset as many times as you need to. If you start feeling your back arching, that's a great time to slow down the motion and reset. Pause the video if you need to finish the set. I'm slowing down a little because I was losing my stability. Good. 2 more. Keep breathing. Good. 1 more. Perfect. Grab that block. We're going to put the block underneath one knee. We're going to first do hip lifts on that side. Lots of hands and knees work today. If you're having wrist pain or any issue, you can do fists or you can get wedges underneath your hands or roll up a towel and put it underneath to lift a little bit. Again, hands and knees. Stabilize the core by engaging. Bring your leg this way. Good. Got to give yourself a pep talk sometimes. Good. This is 5. You're halfway there on this leg. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Give me 1 more. Good. Last one on this side, or last round with this leg. You're going to do the hip lifts again and again. I want you to be mindful not to fully shift to the side. You want to really focus on just bringing that pelvis up. 3. You got this. Stabilize through the arms. Your core is on. You have good glute activation right now. This is 6. This is 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Whew, holy glutes. All right, on your back. Last one for this set is going to be toe taps. Engage the core. Remember, start from a march. If you're having trouble engaging the core or feeling it, but have good engagement, bring the knees above the hips, and you're going to go into it. Again, we're doing 12. So that was 1. This is 2. You should be feeling tired. The purpose of an AMRAP, again, in a circuit is to get a little bit of heart rate increase. We don't want it to be so intense that you can't breathe at all. I want you to still be able to talk a little bit, to be able to kind of communicate, to do the exercises. So modify if you need to, but push through it too. Because we want to get that strength and endurance back, especially after baby. Good. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Perfect. Last one. All right. Breathe. We've got about 2 minutes left in this AMRAP, so we're going straight back into doing your push-ups. You can get at least 1 more round of your push-ups in. So get into position. 8 push-ups. Really breathe. It's okay to be tired. We're pushing through. We know we can. We're strong. Talking to myself. Good. Now, hands and knees. Find some core engagement. We're going straight into the dead bugs. Engage the core. Remember, slow it down if you need to. Modify by just doing arms or legs if you can't do this with good control. Good. This is 6, 7, 8. Doing great. 9. Good. Last one. 10. All right. Let's get hip lifts. We're going to do 10 on each side, and then we're going to call it a day. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, under the next knee, hands and knees. Last thing for today's workout. Lift that pelvis. 9, 8, 7. Try not to lean. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it. What a workout. That was a great time. You guys did a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. I always like to say as many rounds as pretty because it matters that your form was good. I got 2.5 rounds, I'll call it, because I need to finish with some toe taps. I probably will finish that with my toe taps just because I did 2 full rounds. Might as well finish it. Do your cool down, and we'll see you at the next workout.